If speaking was a jelly donut, then your voice would be the breading of the outside of the donut, while your inflection and emotion would be the sweet jelly on the inside. Inflection is the change in tone and pitch of your voice, basically whether you're going up or down with your voice. For the most part, you'll want to try to follow your natural speech pattern. Do what you're used to doing. That way it's more comfortable for you and more comfortable for your audience too. It's much more conversational. They can relate to you better. However, there are two mistakes that I often see. The first one is that people often unnecessarily go up at the ends of phrases or sentences. We often only go up at the ends of questions, such as when I say, "Do you want a jelly donut?" I went up at the end of donut. Although we may not notice it in our everyday speech, we do unnecessarily go up quite often, such as when I said speech. It's very subconscious. We don't notice it. But it does affect the overall message and impact of your statement. Instead, try to go down at the ends of sentences, such as, "I want a jelly donut." Think of which sentence you'd rather say. "I want a jelly donut?" Or "I want a jelly donut," because obviously you want the jelly donut. The second mistake that I often see is stressing the wrong words. You'll want to stress the important words of the sentence. Let's consider the sentence, "I bought donuts and potatoes." The important words of the sentence are donuts and potatoes. Oftentimes people will say, "I bought donuts and potatoes." But the stress shouldn't be on the conjunction. It should be on what you did buy, as opposed to the fact that you bought more than one thing. Although inflection plays a huge role in how your words are subconsciously perceived, your emotion really adds the depth to what you're saying. Try using the right emotion at the right times, which seems quite obvious. At a eulogy, you wouldn't want to be as excited as a 5-year-old, as opposed to, say, an acceptance speech, where you want to be more thankful, happier, more grateful to have received the award. Of course, telling yourself to be sad and express sadness is quite difficult. That's why I like to internalize the emotion. It allows me to express the emotion much better. Internalizing the emotion is also easier said than done, but that's when I like imagining an image or a situation, an event that might occur, something that might evoke the emotion that I want to have in my mind, to internalize. If I wanted to be sad, I would think of a sad time, like when my pet died. If I wanted to be happy, I might think of a time when I last hung out with my friends, or going to Cedar Point, a time that would help me feel happy. Because if I feel happy, then it's easy for me to convey happiness subconsciously. I don't have to think about the things that might convey happiness. Emotion makes what you're saying much more believable and much more memorable. It's something that people will subconsciously and consciously tune into, and can really help make the jelly donut you're speaking turn from a good jelly donut into an excellent presentation or jelly donut.